All right, today we're going on a journey to the absolute rock bottom limit of cold. We're talking about a place so still it pretty much breaks our everyday understanding of, well, everything. We're going to dive into a fundamental rule of a reality that's, both super simple on the surface, but also a massive paradox. So let's get right into it.
So, let's kick things off with a question. It sounds simple enough, but trust me, the answer unpacks some of the most profound laws in all of physics. What is the absolute coldest temperature possible? Like, what's the ultimate floor for cold? How quiet and still can the universe really get? And the answer? It's 0 Kelvin. Now, we're not talking Celsius or Fahrenheit here. Kelvin is the scale scientists use that starts at the coldest possible point. There's no negative numbers. And this temperature, this 0 Kelvin, it has a name that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Absolute zero. Okay, so what is absolute zero really? Well, in theory, it's the point where a system has the least amount of energy it could possibly have. Now, you're probably picturing everything just stopping, freezing in place. But here's where things get a little weird, thanks to quantum mechanics. It turns out particles can never be completely still. They always have this tiny little bit of jiggle, this background hum of motion, called zero-point energy. But at absolute zero, that jiggle is at its absolute rock bottom minimum. It can't get any lower. So let's picture this. On one hand, you've got a hot gas, right? Particles are just zipping around like crazy, totally chaotic, full of energy. That's a system with maximum disorder, what scientists call high entropy. It's basically a measure of randomness. But then, on the other extreme, you have absolute zero. And that is the complete opposite. It's a state of almost perfect order, with the bare minimum of energy. It's the universe holding its breath, just totally quiet and organized. So, the quest seems pretty simple then, doesn't it? If you want to see this state of perfect order, all you have to do is cool something down until it hits 0 Kelvin. Easy. Except, well, the universe has a very specific and very strict rule when it comes to this particular journey. And that rule? It's called the third law of thermodynamics. And look, this isn't just some friendly suggestion from the universe. It's one of the fundamental, unbreakable pillars of physics that governs energy and order across the entire cosmos. It puts up this fascinating and totally unavoidable cosmic barrier on our little trip to 0 Kelvin. Here's the kicker. The law basically says that reaching absolute zero is impossible. No matter what you do, no matter how clever you are, you can't do it. You can get unbelievably, ridiculously close. I mean, scientists have gotten to within billionths of a degree of it, but you can never, ever actually hit zero. That finish line is always, always just a little bit further away. It's kind of like that old paradox. Imagine you're standing in a room and you decide to walk to the opposite wall. But with each step you take, you only cover half of the remaining distance. So your first step is huge. The next one is half that size. The one after, even smaller. You're getting closer and closer, right? Millimeters away, then micrometers, but you will never actually touch the wall. That's exactly what our journey to absolute zero is like. It's a game of diminishing returns, where the final step would take an infinite amount of energy. Okay, so this brings up a pretty obvious question, right? If you can never actually get to absolute zero, then why does this law even matter? Why do we care so much about a rule for a destination that's totally unreachable? What's the point? Well, here's the thing. The importance of the third law isn't really about reaching the destination. It's all about what we learn on the journey there. It's about what this ultimate speed limit, this cosmic barrier, tells us about the universe, and how we can use that knowledge. And believe me, this law is huge. For starters, by giving us a definite 0 point for disorder, it lets us create a measuring stick for entropy in, well, everything. And trying to get to these crazy low temperatures has led to some absolutely mind-blowing discoveries. Think about superconductors, materials with literally zero electrical resistance. An electric current could flow through one forever. And this law is also the backbone for building quantum computers, which tap into all that weird quantum behavior to solve problems that would take a regular computer billions of years. When you boil it all down, the real power of this law is that it defines a fundamental limit, a hard stop. And in science, figuring out what's impossible is just as important as figuring out what is possible. These limits, they're like the boundaries of the sandbox we get to play in. They define reality itself. So, what we're left with is this really beautiful, kind of profound idea. Absolute zero, it's not a destination you can ever buy a ticket to. It's more like a star on the horizon,
A fixed, perfect point that you can sail towards forever, but never ever reach.
And honestly, that's the big takeaway from all of this. The whole quest for absolute zero isn't about failing to get there. It's about how this impossible goal actually defines the basic rules of the game for energy, matter, and information. It's in the chase that we find all the cool stuff and make our most important discoveries.
And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. Our universe is built on these hard limits, right? You can't go faster than the speed of light. You can't reach absolute zero. So it makes you wonder, what other impossible rules are out there, quietly shaping the very fabric of our reality, just waiting for us to discover them?